Imagine a single tree, a tree that can produce food tasting like bread, like butter, sometimes even similar to meat. A tree that can feed a family for years, without needing complicated farming. It sounds impossible, but this tree is real. And surprisingly, most people have never heard about it. While the world struggles with food shortages, rising prices, and climate change, this powerful food source grows quietly in tropical regions. It is called the breadfruit tree. Some experts believe this tree could become one of the most important food crops of the future. But why has such a powerful plant been ignored for so long? The breadfruit tree has been used for thousands of years. It grows mainly in tropical regions where temperatures remain warm throughout the year. The tree produces large green fruits with a rough outer surface. Inside the fruit is a soft, starchy texture. When cooked, the taste becomes similar to freshly baked bread. This is how the fruit got its name, breadfruit. In some cooking methods, the texture becomes dense and rich, similar to cooked meat. In other recipes, it becomes soft like mashed potato. This makes the fruit extremely versatile. It can be roasted, boiled, fried, baked, or dried into flour. This flexibility makes breadfruit an important survival food in many regions. Breadfruit contains high levels of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates provide energy for the body. The fruit also contains fiber, which helps digestion. It includes vitamins such as vitamin C and B vitamins. It also contains important minerals like potassium. Potassium helps regulate body functions. Breadfruit is naturally filling. It can provide long-lasting energy. This makes it useful in regions where food availability may be limited. One tree can produce many fruits every year, sometimes more than 200 fruits annually. That means a continuous supply of food from one plant. Few crops provide such productivity with minimal maintenance. Global food demand continues to increase. Population growth creates pressure on agriculture systems. Farmers must produce more food using limited land. Climate change creates additional challenges. Heat waves, droughts, and unpredictable rainfall affect traditional crops. Scientists are studying resilient plants that can tolerate environmental stress. Breadfruit is considered a climate-resilient crop. It can grow in warm environments. It can produce large harvests. It requires relatively low chemical input. It can grow in diverse soil conditions. Such characteristics make breadfruit a strong candidate for sustainable agriculture. Some researchers believe traditional crops alone may not meet future food demand. Exploring alternative crops may help improve food security. Breadfruit is gaining attention again for this reason. Modern agriculture became heavily focused on a small number of staple crops: wheat, rice, corn. These crops dominate global markets. Many traditional foods became less common in large-scale trade. As a result, breadfruit received less attention. Food industries often prefer crops that are easy to transport and store. Breadfruit is highly nutritious, but requires awareness and proper handling. As global diets changed, many local crops were forgotten. However, interest in sustainable and traditional foods is increasing again. Researchers and farmers are rediscovering crops that were once ignored. Breadfruit is one of them. Breadfruit trees can live for decades. Once mature, they continue producing fruit regularly. A single tree can produce large quantities of food each season. The fruit can be cooked fresh. It can also be processed into flour. Breadfruit flour can be used to make bread, pancakes, snacks, and many other foods. This makes it useful for long-term storage. Because of its productivity, breadfruit can reduce pressure on farmland. It can provide consistent food supply. Such efficiency is important in areas facing resource limitations. Sustainable agriculture focuses on producing food while protecting the environment. High-yield trees reduce need for large farmland expansion. Trees also help maintain soil stability. They support ecological balance. Perennial crops like breadfruit do not require replanting every season. This reduces labor and soil disturbance. Such characteristics make them beneficial for long-term farming systems. Scientists continue studying plant varieties that support sustainable food production. Breadfruit is considered one of the promising options. Solutions to modern problems already exist in nature. The breadfruit tree is an example. A powerful food source, capable of producing large quantities of nutrition, yet still unknown to many people. As the world searches for better food systems, forgotten crops may become important again. The future of food may depend not only on new technology, but also on rediscovering valuable plants. Plants that have supported human survival for centuries. Breadfruit is not just a fruit. It represents resilience, efficiency, and possibility. Nature continues to provide solutions. We just need to recognize them.